see, look, you see, as you this idealized imagery and these stories, remember these are stories, even in the story of Ramayana and Mahabharata, a lot of exaggerations, a lot of material is purely symbolic as crept in over thousands of years. You can't stop it. Human beings are like that. So all these kind of ideas that like Shiva, saying, okay, Ganga, come down and I will hold you in my hair, etc. These are very idealized, symbolic kind of gestures rather than literal stories. So even some of these ideas of Ravan worshipping Shiva and getting a boon, this is if you like a purely symbolic gesture saying Ravan was a very powerful personality, highly spiritually oriented personality. He could in a way encompass all these powers himself. So it's not that he went to Shiva and Shiva said, hello, okay, I'll let you give you. This is a bit of idealized version, a symbolic story. So it's not a literal story. So be aware. But in modern times, you can find spiritual giants who can give you boons. Let me touch on that. This is interesting, Nishit Bhai. Something I'm digressing a little bit.
Yes.
You see, ancient days, people say, for example, you hear these stories of Durvasha cursing somebody or somebody kind of blessing somebody, and we've heard this all
Yes.
And these are standards in almost all the colorful religious stories. You'll have this. So what is actually going on? Let me tell you. You see, according to my particular take, if a person is kind of established in truth, that means what he thinks, what he says, what he does are joined up. It's not easy. We all think it's easy. It's not easy at all. Because through carelessness, you might say something which is untrue. Through diplomacy, you might say something not to hurt somebody. You might say something which is not correct. Or you might say some partial truths. So we cannot compromise, in various ways regarding being truthful. So what we say, we don't sometimes are not able to fulfill. Yet we say, Nishit, I'll see you next Saturday. Maybe I can't. I've said it. See, through carelessness, through diplomacy, I don't offend somebody. So I might say, oh, you are such a lovely person. In my heart, I'm saying, no way. So we do all these things all the time. But if you are a stickler for truth, this is very interesting theory out of Hinduism. If you are a stickler, it's very difficult to find anybody to be a real stickler. If you are a stickler for truth, absolute truth, you know what happens? Your whole system becomes so kind of, in a way, engaged with the greater reality, the world that we see around, that now, whatever comes out of your mouth will come true. So, wow, yeah. Suppose it's sunny at the moment, but it's not that, it's a bit cloudy. But suppose I say rain, and rain will come because I'm, in a way, engaged with the nature of reality in such a dynamic manner because I'm established in truth. So whatever comes out of mouth will come true. So that is why when you see these ancient rishis kind of blessing somebody, this is what happened. They were able to kind of, naturally when they see somebody that they feel tremendous love for, these things will come out of their mouth and will come true. So they would bless somebody and, get somebody to get better or whatever. And also, the other part is they can curse somebody. Suppose I'm really upset with somebody, but I'm established in truth. And whatever words will come out, suppose I say something very ill about somebody, that will happen as well. So you can have a curse, like the Durvasha Muni cursing left, right, and center. So because they're established in truth, whatever comes out of their lips will come true. It's frightening, isn't it? Worrying, or at the same time very interesting. So this is why a person established in truth can give you any boon and you get it like that. Because they're already in a way engaged with the greater reality and they can manipulate the greater reality because they're established in it. This is the reason why you get these kind of wonderful stories, but this is the background to it.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care. Encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.